Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at Ant number 6 by Erik Larsen. Very excited to share this one with you today. Not only is Ant one of my favorite new series going right now by one of my favorite creators, but this issue happens to contain my very own Ant fan art. I am super excited about this. I've known about it for a while. I have been waiting for this to come out for a few months, so I am so excited to share it with you guys. And this awesome issue of Ant, of course, guest starring Spawn and the Savage Dragon. So how cool is that? Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. Look at this freaking gorgeous cover. I love Ant so much. I think it is so good. I love that Erik Larsen started doing this series. He acquired the Ant character from creator Mario Gully several years ago, actually, and finally just had the time to start doing something. It comes out periodically. It's not consistent. This one took a while to come out because Erik was putting together the Ultimate Savage Dragon collection, which I think we can all say was totally worth the, delay on the Savage Dragon title and because of that, because it is freaking gorgeous. I covered it. It is so amazing. I love that collection. And I have to say, I don't necessarily need a book to be monthly anymore. It's like, whenever Erik has time to churn out an episode of Ant, I am happy to take it. And especially because it's just a fun book. It's so fun. Look at this gorgeous cover. I love the logo. I interviewed Erik not too long ago. Plug. And, it was a great chance to get some insight into his artistic inspiration and things like that. And I feel like Erik is kind of one of those artists, like many artists, he's in love with the comic books that got him into comic books, like the 70s Marvel comic books. So he's applying some of that aesthetic here. You'll see that in some of his color choices on the inside, which are amazing. I feel like Ant is definitely a great artistic vehicle for an artist like Erik Larsen. He used a different kind of style to a more minimal, less rendered style to quote unquote save time. But ultimately, sometimes that doesn't save time because, you have to be really on point with less lines. First of all, you can't hide behind, shading or sketching or hatching or whatever. And second of all, he decided to make itself worse on him by actually coloring it. But the coloring is so good. It is so beautiful. I feel like it looks like no other book out there. Although, does it? I don't know. And by Erik Larsen, story, art, and color. Letters by Jack Morelli. I love seeing the Jack Morelli classic lettering. I mean, I think he's doing computer lettering here, but it's based on sort of his classic, he's like a classic Marvel letterer, and Erik wanted that look for this book, so you get who you want, right? Mike Torres Flats, Gavin Higginbotham, editor, and Josh Eichhorn, out of service. Savage Dragon, created by Erik Larsen. Spawn, created by Todd McFarlane. And Ant, created by Mario Gully. A real murderer's row, eh? So, the indefatigable Ant and her allies face the end. Cheerfully churned out by Erik Larsen. See, that 70s, Stanley Man Lee, Jack King Kirby, Jolly Joe Sinnott, and listlessly lettered by Jack Morelli. The colors are bright and vibrant. It's funny because I, in my own art, and you will see in the Ant pinup in the back, plug again, reason to stick around, right, guys? The colors are so bright and vibrant. That just speaks to my aesthetic so much. I love bright, vibrant colors, and I'm wondering how he's pulling it off. Like, they seem so super saturated, and I'm told often that my colors will not work in print because they're too bright. But as we get into this, you will see some bright-ass colors, and I am loving them. So, he's doing some great things, like coloring all the characters in one color. So, a lot of the panels are, 2 colors, but he's using this. There's a lot of color theory happening here. The color wheel complementary colors are blue and orange, so he's using a lot of that. Yellow and violet here, so It does. It might just appear to be random or sort of like an homage, a random homage to sort of like that 70s, I don't know, Black Lake poster kind of aesthetic that was happening, or just even in the regular comics, if you look through some of them. Um, and it's a great homage to that. And I love this here. This shows that it's so interesting because it's like, who knew after all these years that Erik Larsen could also was just like a really talented colorist on top of being a great penciler and inker. You know, his color is just so great to me. I love this because I feel like this is like a perfect way to sort of achieve like such great effect. You know, it's like you have nothing more going on than different shades of orange here to achieve the aesthetic of the flame. And I just think it looks so great. The color choices here are just amazing. I love this panel of Spawn. I love Erik Larsen's Spawn. And of course this Ant, who, as I look at this with all the gleaming Tamilco, hey, that would be a great name for like maybe a drag queen or something, Tamilco. I meant to say camel toe. But all this camel toe, like, is this Erik Larsen's excuse just to draw a naked woman for like 24 pages a month? I mean, perhaps. I don't know. But either way, Ant is just cool. I love her. I mean, this is like a badass character right there. I mean, you can almost just hear her theme song playing as she walks, strutting, like, in her ant glory. You know, it's weird because there's like almost a European sensibility to this, and I just think it's great. I love a panel like that, especially when you can see the camel toe from behind. I mean, that's freaking a hallmark of Erik Larsen's art right there. Poor Savage Dragon lost his hand, and apparently it just grows back. I mean, I guess I knew that about him, but that's kind of gross. So I was thinking, like, why bandage it then? Wouldn't you need, like, the oxygen or whatever happens when you grow your hand back? I don't know. You know, like I was going to say like a lizard doesn't grow its hand back, but do lizards have hands? I guess they kind of do. I don't know. You know, I love a good silhouette, and that is a beautiful panel here. And I love the choice of like this sort of pale blue with the pale pink of, you know, Ant's narrative balloons, with this sort of chocolatey blood background against these silhouettes. I mean, that is a dope freaking panel right there with signature. See, this is what I love about knowing your artist too, and like following an artist for years. I mean, that is signature Erik Larsen trees in the background there. Great panels here, great color choices. Look how bright that blue is. Isn't that insane? I love it. I love this panel so much. The art is just crazy good here. The story is fun. I don't know. You know, it's like, this is a team up story. So, you know, traditionally and realistically, you know, we're not getting much in the way of further character development with Ant here. But it's fun to see her interacting with other superheroes. And I love that her civilian clothes are just sort of like a version of her costume too. Like, I think that's fun. I keep that gag going, like with as many different outfits as possible, but always the red, like, because it's so bright and fun and vibrant. And I love this so much. I mean, this is a panel here. I mean, this is great. This is like the enemy they're fighting. I mean, we've got the blue and orange. I mean, he is going deep in the colors. I feel like that you can sense that Erik is just having a total blast coloring this. I mean, look how bright that pink is. I love these bright colors. I feel like this was meant for me. Thank you, Erik Larsen. Thank you for making Ant for me. I love you. Look how beautiful this is. This is a fight scene that is just so awesome. See, this is what amazes me about... Okay, so not only do you have Erik Larsen doing Savage Dragon, but he's doing Savage Dragon as a guest star in a different book. So he has to have a different aesthetic. And it works here. It's so cool. But this is like something you would not see in Savage Dragon. And I just love it. It is like freaking amazing. I mean... Nobody does a fight scene better than Erik Larsen, complete with sound effects and action and just like gravitas. Amazing. And this is, I mean, is it too early in 2023 to be the best panel in a comic book of the year so far? This is hysterical. I love it so much. I mean, spoilers abound. Forgive me, but You can read it yourself. I won't read it out loud, but Spawn just comes in and Erik Larsen just freaking nails Spawn right there. What a great silhouette panel here. Oh my gosh, Alex Tothu. Oh, my great pink. I love that so much. Against that blue too. Like that's sort of like very like, you know, Galactus, sort of Marvel 70s poster. I mean, if nothing else, you should be reading ANT for the color instruction and just like the amazing colors that are happening here. You know, I'm sort of getting Kevin Nowlan vibes there. You know, he just brought such a fresh, unique look, and that's sort of evocative of that in a way. I mean, it's just amazing. Let's face it. Face it, true believers. This one has it all. Which reminds me, that is also part of the appeal of ANT, I believe, is that she works on a level that Spider-Man works on so well. And I love that she's in the team up here. So it's like, is this Erik Larsen's low-key way of doing Spider-Man via ANT, which is like awesome on so many levels. What a great panel, huh? Erik Larsen just, I know he did Spawn for a while in the regular book, and now I'm going to have to go get those because I missed out on those, and I need those yesterday because if this is any indication of what I missed, I'm gobsmacked. And I love Spawn without the cape here, too. I mean, let's face it, Spawn's signature is like his cool-ass, like, living, lurching, you know, liquid cape, and he looks cool as hell without it too. So another great hallmark of a great design character, don't you think? Look at the beautiful color in this panels. I am loving ANT. It is so much fun. And that's the end, and I just love this too, like her just sort of walking away from it all. Like you can almost hear Miley Cyrus's Flowers playing as she walks through, which I guess we saw Miley Cyrus written on the R van in there earlier. But anyway, and then we have The Anthill. What a great name for a letters column. And we're almost there. You almost forgot, didn't you? Guess what's on the next page, you guys? I almost died standing outside on the sidewalk of my comic book store, feverishly looking through my new copy of ANT, hoping, praying that my fan art would be in there. And blessed be, it is. Ba-dum, bum. There it is. I will put a image in like the post and in the thumbnail or something. But I know it is like so self-serving, but I am so happy. Like it is very joyous. And look how big it is. Thank you, Erik. I would have loved it to have been the back cover, but hey, we can't have it all, right? It is so gorgeous. I love it so much. I am so proud of that. I think it is so cool. When I sent it to Erik, he said, whoa. He's like a man of few words, but whoa is a good word, and I'm really like happy. And I'm also happy that I'm on the same page as Raven Perez's fan mail, because I've become a fan of his art. So that's kind of cool to share that page with him. So check out my dope fan art of ANT. If you love it, please leave in the comment if you think it's cool. If you'd love to see me draw a fill-in or a backup story of ANT, wouldn't that be dope? And especially in this style. I've got some ideas. Anyway, I know. Ooh, yes. And the other thing, this is what I love about Erik Larsen too, is I think that he, you know, is definitely one of those, he could quit doing Erik Larsen. I mean, he could quit doing Erik Larsen. He could quit doing comics. Like, he doesn't need to anymore. You know, he's made his money. So he's basically doing it for the fans and himself. And I mean, I definitely think he has something to prove, like coming out with 300 issues of Savage Dragon. And I implore him to keep going. You know, keep the fuck going. Like 300, Dave Sim could do that in his sleep. I mean, not really, but you know what I'm saying. You know, it's like I would be happy to be around for the 500th episode or issue of Savage Dragon. Is that even possible? Like, how many years is that? Anyway, I don't know. But what I'm saying is keep on keeping on, and I'm just so happy to see him keep going. He has drawn every single issue, written, penciled, and inked every single issue, and it is a triumph. And, you know, I feel like we're celebrating a big anniversary here. We've got the Ultimate Collection. We've got the companion book, ANT. You know, the cover said the end, and a lot of fans were worried that this was the last issue of ANT, and thankfully, Erik says there is definitely more to come. Put this on your pull list. Ask for this book from your retailer. Do not sleep on this book. Please, I would love to see this book keep going. even if it is seemingly kind of a vanity project for Erik in a lot of ways, but I love that. Like, if this is your chance to, like, flex your artistic muscle, man, keep on flexing. And did I tell you guys that I have a pin up in here, by the way? Like some fan art, like, right? Anyway, so this is the other thing I love. And look at the sketch. I mean, oh my God. You're getting a lot of this in the Ultimate Dragon collection. Sketches, and just so cool. I mean, so sketchy. I love it. They look great. You see the looseness, the power, and just like the true talent that the artist has going on here. And I love the design layout of this too. I mean, this is a great book, you guys. Like I said, and you know, it usually comes out with a variant. Order the variant too. I mean, keep it in good circulation. I think it's a good book. It deserves a chance to grow its audience. You know, Erik gave it new life after Mario Gully's initial run, a few runs, and so we get some more, you know, behind the scenes stuff in the sketchbook section back here. And ANT, so good, so much fun. I love it. The artist edition, Savage Dragon 217, the black and white version. Love it. Oh my God. See, this is like the juxtaposition we get here, and I love that this is included here because we get to see them in the more traditional Savage Dragon style. And I love this figure here. This looks like a great Marvel cover. So much fun. ANT is the best book you're probably not reading, and you need to, because it's freaking awesome. It's so good. And it had my fan art in it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to ANT. Subscribe to Savage Dragon. Buy all the collection. Buy the trades. Support your local comic shops. Support your favorite cartoonist. Support me by subscribing, hitting like, and sharing this content, and I will bring you more later. Thanks, guys.